Right, so hello and welcome everyone. This is the Crucible stream. It is season 11, week number 3. And with me today is...
Saldarim.
Yes, of course. So, today, two teams duke it out in 5 matches to win the weekly title of Victors of the Crucible, as well as for some leaderboard points. Now, we have 2 teams. Team number 1 on blue is the Fancy Meat Computers. Don't ask me how that team name was made. And team number 2 on red is the Legion of the Damned. Named by me because the team is so lazy that they can't think of a team name. So, to those of you who are watching, what is Crucible? You probably heard it for the upteenth time, but it's necessary for me to explain. The Crucible is an event where you sign up, I bounce the teams, and then you get to duke it out against one another in a balanced fashion, where both sides get more or less equal chances to win. All that it takes is determination. So anyways, we shall get on with the whole event. It is time for map votes.
Where am I already calling changes?
A bit too early. Not that I care. So, whilst we wait, a reminder to everyone, I will be signing up myself tomorrow. Or, no, rather, next week. But technically tomorrow, since, well, once leaderboards get purged and everything, I will be signing myself up. So once again, you'll get to enjoy me on the field, and also that's time up. Canyons it is.
Yeah.
And now let's see what happens. It's a Magnate Goldfish versus a Magnate Junker. Of course, well, Magnates are everywhere, you can't really dodge those.
But also they have their blind spots, especially if you are flying more maneuverable ships.
Well, yes, of course. Just they're everywhere. And sometimes it's just tiring.
Let's just hope they find themselves quickly. Or rather find each other quickly.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is certainly not the map where you get lost that much, despite it being designed for you to get lost. It usually doesn't take long for folks to find each other in this map, unlike certain others. Case in point, a certain map known as Kinforth. That place is usually a mess.
Yeah. Especially if one captain is hungry.
Of course. Yes, we all know about the legendary noodle incident.
But since no one's flying squid.
Seems that both teams are not really deciding on changes. Don't know, it's actually Salmon, what the heck is going on?
Oh, am I going for a change?
No, it's a... How do you screw
Well,
up change that bloody much? I've seen
Well,
crazy
again.
variations, but this takes the cake.
Yeah, it's basically the same ship, just a little bit more compact.
Yes. Long-range magnates, a blender fish, a more close-range magnates, and a nardling. Interesting. It is almost time. What the heck? Are you seriously going to top bomb? Oh god damn it.
Okay, okay, it's a butcherfish now. And whatever change Alpha just called.
It's a Vishmeh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, that's
Apparently
also
people lost some
something
keys.
new. I usually find it quite efficient to simply tell one of your crew members to announce the change.
Yeah.
Much simpler. It saves attention for the important strategies and such.
Shall we go left or right?
No, not
Important
those strategies.
strategic
It's the
decisions.
last second. Hey, Captain, that's not a rangefinder. Give me a rangefinder, not a spyglass. Of course, that's the most important bit.
Yeah, I'll always get the loadouts right.
Well, you don't really want the situation of you have the wrong loadout, and well, since this is a competitive event, you can't really just log out and reconnect with another loadout. Now, that's not very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, that moment in SCS when you realize that you still have tar. Not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It seems that,
Alpha Sierra
well,
being friendly.
friendly?
Well, it's rather unusual to see people type good luck, have fun.
Yeah, well, sadly, this game isn't StarCraft 2.
Yeah. But overall, I think it's still nicer than StarCraft 2.
It just depends on who you meet.
Well,
Just
that's
like
always the case.
in Guns of Icarus. As we wait, remember to sign up for next week as well. More fun shenanigans and interesting stuff. Also, that is the match.
One.
The match is started, and so has the timer. So we have ship number 1, the Randy Orton, piloted by Artemis. It is a magnate with front pew pew laser, a Gatling, an Artemis, a flak, and that looks like a Watcher and a Minotaur. And ship number 2 is the... for God's sake! Mosen, stop annoying me with those names. I'm just going to call that thing the Pope. Piloted by Mosen.
Well,
It's a blender fish with side carronade. And no, wait, it's not a blender fish. It's a watcher fish. What the heck am I talking about? With a right carronade, left Gatling, and flak, and Saldrim.
And ship number 3, we have the Love Shack, a magnate piloted by Alpha Sierra, with front Gatling, double Artemis, Watcher, and Coronet. And ship 4 is the, well, SRS, whatever.
It's
Piloted by
just
Where
serious
My.
business, except extremely short.
It's an Artling with an Artemis and the Gatling on top, Banshee and Flare on bottom deck.
Seriously though, create stupid names and I won't try to pronounce them. Not my
Also,
fault that you're so
Pope and
inclined.
the SRS are already engaged, while the Pope takes a lot of Gatling fire, but nothing too serious.
Oh, it's a blender. No. Why do I keep
What's
calling
your
it
fish?
blender fish? Should be forgetting about what I saw in the lobby. And the annoying Randy, with a lot of long-range fire, pounding on the serious business.
Oh,
Both
that's meant to be serious business.
Both teams are splitting off for 1v1s.
Yeah, the two Magnates and the Goldfish and the Pyra battling it out.
Currently, it's too early to say who's winning.
Well, it appears the Love Shack gets some good shots on the Randy Orton.
In other words, the two Magnates are doing nothing, as per usual. However, there is more action with the Goldfish as it gets an armor break.
On the fish.
And also lose balloon. Oh, that is some serious damage. Not really, it only lost 20% of its perma. But the serious business got badly disabled. 3 guns down.
Face tanking a watcher is not your best idea.
Yeah, well, blue team had the right idea of double focusing the fish, which has lost its armor again. Sadly, no follow-up. That Minotaur is still annoying the serious business.
Yeah.
I can feel the pain of keeping that thing steady.
Okay.
Seems that the blue team have picked the red magnate for— oh, that's a bump. That's a big bump. That's a big oof.
Ooh.
That's a big oof. A really serious oof.
You're talking about blind spots.
We're talking about not ramming the terrain. Which sadly is a bit difficult.
And
I'm talking out of experience, and that's first kill for blue. It seems currently the Legion of the Damned is not living up to its name. Saddening. Well, things can change at least. Quickly.
Well, sad. Sad for them.
Sad for me as well, because I've now misplaced my trust.
Oh. Okay, Goldfish seems to run, is running away.
Well, it will make it. It's a fish after all.
Yeah. Especially a shining fish.
Especially a Pope fish.
So it's holy?
Depends. Perhaps it got a
Red team
good-looking cape.
meeting up. Oh, Legion of the Damned meeting up. And they appear to go around the mountain.
It sadly seems that we are having the particular case of Ring Around Rosie. Not that it's going to last.
I don't actually think so, because blue team is rather stationary.
If this keeps up, the red team will flank the blue team. There's certainly an interesting predicament.
Yeah. They are clearly expecting red team from the north.
This is a classic flank, and spots go out. I hope blue team will, and yep, they realize it. They realize it.
Yep. My enter shots going out. And the Goldfish charging in.
It is a wild charge. And it's dodging, of course. I'm interested what blue will do. Chase after the fish or ignore the floating magnate that is currently attempting to—
Well, it appears that they are both going after the fish. Even though the magnate still is in a position to fight the other magnate.
Well, it seems they've decided 1v1s again. Except this time, the Randy Orton is a bit close.
Yeah.
And the Pope goes for a bit of a—
short range side.
Yeah. Oh, the Love Shack's going to get some meaty damage.
Yep.
Flags go in,
And
watches go in,
it's
and
dead.
that's it. Goodbye. Yeah, that's what happens when double focusing happens.
Yeah.
Fun fact, now might be a good time to, well, go all in and, well, cause as much damage as possible. Like,
Turn
what?
off your brain and
The
ram.
serious... Yes, exactly. And that's what Werma has already done. Sadly, a
Oh,
bit
that
too
was-
late.
Yeah, that was a very good opportunity for that.
It would have
Oh,
been
will
dead.
he still get it?
Well, they have no engines. They
Yeah.
won't survive.
Nah.
They just simply fail to do it
Well,
in time.
unless the Love Shack comes in to save the day, which they are apparently doing.
That is not actually a good idea. As serious business is dead. This is what we call a conveyor belt, or a snowball, or whatever else you want to call it. But the Randy Orton has been broken. And lost half its bum. Not bad. And the Pope
Broken
is
again.
also almost not
Flags
bad.
going out.
The Pope needs to hurry up. Like a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah. Setting themselves up. Wait, is that Drift Sail? No, it's not. Okay.
Someone has drift sail? I
No,
will
no.
examine later. Randy still limping alive. Serious business also has respawned. I highly do not agree.
Randy about to bounce. Oh, barely not.
Well, they avoided terrain this time, but
The
that's a
pyro
goodbye.
was just there in the right moment. Of the serious business.
That thing was screwed anyways. Not exactly horrible.
Okay.
Red
Pope
team
trying
is gone.
to move in.
Red team is gone.
Yeah.
3-2 in favor of the not
The
Legion
fancy
of the...
meat computers.
Yes, the fancy meat computers.
Yeah, I have the Discord open. I can just cheat it, look.
Yeah, I have the challenge open.
Ah.
And their squad and everything else bloody imaginable. But
You have the
yes,
stream open.
yes, I even have the stream open. After all, if somebody posts in chat, I should probably, well,
Answer.
respond. Yes.
Yeah.
Flares go out. Blue team once again sitting at the same place, except red team still hasn't decided to move out yet.
It appears they are moving out and going for the same flank again.
Blue team, however, is now committing and
Though
actually
they
going into the
could make
canyons.
change. Yeah, and the Love Shack still being in a position. Oh, actually not. They are moving forward.
I already hear gunfire.
Yep. It appears that the serious business has, well, kinda eyes on red team.
But seriously though, if your ally's dead, the best thing you can do, charge the enemy full force and hope to get one of them. It is the most valiant way to.
But still, if you do that, you should have ally support.
But what happens when you don't have ally support?
Well,
The
in
Pope
that
lost
case, you
armor.
die.
You don't die without Vayne, as the serious business is about to.
And they are dead.
Love Shack, now is a good time to, well, flee.
Get stuck on terrain.
Is it though? I highly
No.
doubt that thing will make it out of here.
It seems rather unlikely. Oh,
And that's a
the
rock.
Orphans.
That's a hawk. Granted, it did. Oh, that's a boop.
Oh,
Fishy got booped, but that's the armor broken. And also, no, balloon as well. That isn't good for the Love Shack. Also, serious business once again back. What's with the conveyor belt?
I don't know.
Then again, this time might actually be a good idea, as the red fish is currently a bit far. At the same time, Love Shack broke its balloon on the rock. This conveyor belt madness is certainly
Okay.
Madness.
Randy Orton setting himself up. Oh, both red ships setting themselves up for the Love Shack. They get
Yeah,
broken in the
red team
process.
has really
And they are
good
dead.
coordination on double focusing. I'll give them that. Actually, the Legion
Indeed.
of the Damned now living up to its name.
And now would be a good time to charge in.
Actually, no. It's the last kill. They have to survive or it's over.
I mean for the red team.
Yes, for red team, that is true. Oh, that's not a good... Good. I feel the pain of the main deck engineer on that thing. And that's a boop. Oh, they're not going to live this one.
No, this seems rather unlikely.
Oh, and another watcher into the engines. That thing is gone. Most likely. If the Gatling doesn't horribly miss, the flak actually goes in. Oh! I almost thought that that thing would
And-
survive with a pixel of perma, but nope.
Yeah.
Legion of the Damned wins in a harrowing 5-3. I haven't even started the bloody launch thing. Time to wake up. It
Well.
is a 5-3. Legion of the Damned wins the first match.
At least in this case, the challenge isn't needed that much since we only have 2 teams.
I actually have to use it after the events to do the leaderboard things.
Yup.
And it's helpful not to rewatch the entire stream looking for information as to what the heck is going on. Right, next match is
And apparently
Canyons
someone
version 2, Aileron of Frey.
Ah,
What irony.
well, someone just got lost.
Whom? What's going on?
On blue team. Someone is missing.
Who has pulled off the Vanishing Arc today?
Rumix appears to be missing.
Romix.
Maybe he comes back.
Oh, that wasn't what... Do I seriously have to caps lock enabled?
Don't you have fancy lights on your keyboard that tell you that you have caps lock on?
I have lights, but not fancy lights, and also, I couldn't even see the bloody lights, even if I wanted to.
Okay, Rumix is back again.
Right. So anyways, we shall begin with match 2 of 5. As per usual, vote on maps. That was sounds annoying.
What the? Okay, okay.
Korg, you messed up a bit. It's a Frey, not a Frey.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we need a coin flip.
Let's see how biased the bot is.
Yes, so heads will be for Afri, and well, tails will be for water. So let's see
Also-
the bias of the bot.
Apparently you're not, they are not the only one getting stuff wrong.
Oh, it's hazard.
No, I don't mean that.
Yeah. But also, fun fact, I remember... Where am I? Oh, I'm going to have some fun. in case you didn't know, I use WhereMy's website to generate the maps.
Hmm.
Yes, anyways, once we are done with that, we shall begin with the glorious ritual of summoning the match timer.
Bom 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 bom.
Oh, I'm not that egotistical.
Maybe that's what Alpha Sierra wants to see. Oh, where am I going for Magnate 2?
Well, it kind of worked for them last time. Also, I will check on this Afery mess. Yep, it's Afery! Where am I? It is indeed Afery. That is low quality. It needs immediate fixing, or else the website's going to collapse. Seriously.
And I just saw something else. Because on my friends list you're in a different lobby.
Wait, what in blazes is even an Afery?
I don't know.
Google does not understand what the heck is an Afery. And apparently Afery is a place. But it's spelled an E. Interesting.
Fair.
New drama series, you'd wish.
Yeah, more drama, more love, more heartbreak. Next season on the Crucible.
Next event, rather. It will certainly be a glorious spectacle of ramming and destruction.
Especially destruction. I do miss one thing though.
Yes?
But maybe I see it later. The Crusader play.
Oh, we don't see Crusaders. Sadly.
Yeah, and this, some stupid Crusader maniac is piloting again.
Oh, yes, of course. Look, it worked.
Well, we have Grenadiers in action.
Look, it's the new bloody SES meta. Ram Crusaders. It works. Especially in Piraton. Look,
Yeah,
even a Pyramidian cannot ram as good as a bloody Crusader.
Indeed. But the perfect combination would still be the Ram Crusader and the Invisible Magnate.
Oh, no. The Ram Crusader and the Invisible Harpoon Magnate.
Oh, you want to be that precise? Okay.
Well, technically, both of them can be invisible with the right coloring.
Yeah,
As I've
they
always
just need to
said.
They just need to be bright enough.
Yes, the brighter the color, the more difficult it is to see, apparently.
Okay. It appears blue team, or rather
Lots of changes. Lots of changes.
or rather the Legion, hasn't really changed anything. It's the fancy meat computers on Red changing a lot.
Yeah. Fancy meat computers doing the stuff.
Okay.
As per the usual, we shall ask for a minute and offer for blue team so that they can sort themselves out if need be.
I don't actually think so, but I guess we're about to find out.
Oh well, but that doesn't work. I can
Nope.
clearly see you as red. Not only that, but you're also the only bloody dev in this match. You're not going to deceive my eyes. Oh, well look at that. I'm a bloody
was
prophet.
timing. He was probably just waiting for you to write no minute granted.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Well, then, I believe we are off to round 2.
Indeed. Round 2 of 5. After round 3, we'll have a 5-minute break so that everyone can catch up on some refreshments and snacks. Or go to the bathroom if need be. And to everyone watching, remember, a new special thing is going on. You can get your own Crucible badge if you help me in co-casting. Yes, like Saldorim is here. Or you help with the balancing, or maybe even reffing and streaming when I'm not here. Anyways, it is time. Ship number 1 is the Love Shack piloted by Alpha Sierra. It is the same old... No, wait. I feel like I've seen this before. A laser Gatling front, an Artemis... No, double Artemis on the mid-deck, and a back Carnate Watcher. Interesting.
In the end, he changed just one gun.
So yes, the ship number 2, the Big Squid, piloted by Where Am I? It is Judgment with Lumberjack, Hades, and Artemis. And I'm disappointed. No back Harpoon. Back Carnate and Watcher.
Then, ship number 3 is the Randy Orton piloted by Artemis. It has Hades, Artemis, and Lumberjack on one side, and the Watcher, Flag, and the Gatling on the other side. Ship number 4 is the Pope, piloted by Moshene. It's a blunderfish with a Caro, and in the front, Banshee and Flamer on mid-deck, and a Flamer in the back.
We already have Carronades going out. That's a blenderfish. Now I actually won't get confused, unless maybe I start calling it the Watcherfish.
Oh, Randy Orton already broken and popped.
Lumberjack puts out its supremacy. Probably, maybe because...
Even though lumber shots should come back.
Pope also getting almost popped.
Not getting...
Blue team is in a bit of a pickle. But the Big Squid has lost its balloon as well. Big Squid loses balloon almost again, but the Randy loses as well.
Oh, but the Pope is
Randy
coming in
lost
on the Big
armor.
Squid.
No retaliation though. Oh, and the Pope is indeed giving a bit of an annoyance to the Big Squid. I believe that right now the Love Shack is a sort of a guardian angel for the Big Squid.
Yeah, and
However, the Big Squid is currently in a bit of a environmental pickle.
But the Pope didn't really capitalize on that much. Since the Love Shack comes in to save the day.
For now. The big squid is indeed quite low, though.
Yeah, and they are popped again. So
Yeah,
they
well,
end
here's
just
the issue. Where my doesn't have the parachute. That might actually come in handy.
Yeah, we've
Randy
seen,
Orton actually has the parachute, and thus everything is fine on that front. The big squid is not going to have a good day. However, Randy Orton is armor and balloon broken. It's called a double break. Brain.
Big Squid now too.
Also, yes. The Pope actually managing to get good work in despite the Love Shack. More Guardian Angel work needed. And better Guardian Angel work needed.
Randy Orton losing his Blitz Balloon again.
Well, Lumber Wars. Oh. That's painful.
Oh, and broken. And they are dead.
First kill for Red.
Love Shack finally doing his Guardian Angel work.
Well, less about that and more about tackling the enemy to the ground. He actually did attack the wrong ship. But not that I'm complaining. They got results.
Indeed.
Blue teams didn't capitalize on it too much.
And Big Squid using its back watcher for some good work on the Pope.
And the Lab Shack poops. That's a big goof. However, that a full moonshine backwards moment. I'm half
Randy
expecting
Orton
that
now
thing to decide to
respawns
ram.
on the other side of the map.
Oh, well, I was expecting the turning ram. Apparently, Love Shack knew what the big squid was trying to do, and thus provided a neat little boost. An impressive play. And that sadly will
missed
do
it.
nothing. You'll
Now I
see
have
it
to
in the
look at the
stream.
stream.
You can rewatch it. You can even watch it right now.
Yeah, I'm just doing that right now.
Mr. Fischels is running away. The Pope. Oh, that's an armor break.
And they lost an engine.
They're not looking too hot.
No, not really.
And the Randy Orton is a bit of a distance away. No, they're not going to live this one. They have 2 engines down, balloon popped, armor broken, a gun destroyed. No, there is no chance they're surviving this.
2 engines lost.
Goodbye.
And they are dead.
The Pope is gone, and Randy Orton has just given away its position. Congratulations, that's another conveyor belt moment.
I just saw the tactical bounce on stream. That was really well played, it appears.
I have a feeling it's accidental, but
Just call it tactical bounce. Everyone will agree.
yes. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Sadly, it seems that the fancy meat computers are proving their worth as they are currently dominating. Blue team is regathering. Legion of the Damned is regrouping, hopefully to actually take them by surprise and do what they're supposed to do.
Oh. Hades and Lumberfire going in on the Randy Orton. They aren't really shooting back though.
Well, now they are against the wrong ship.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
getting
strategy
spotted
by
while
blue
charging
team
in.
to eliminate the Love Shack first, with a little bit of combined arms warfare. But
Losing its balloon in the process though.
both blue ships are popped at the moment. This is not a good play for them.
Love Shack loses its balloon too.
It's the pop
Shortly.
wars. Everyone has a carronade or a lumberjack at this rate.
Oh,
Yes.
Randy Orton broken.
Yeah, as I said, the blue team made a mistake with the strategy of double focusing the Love Shack. It can actually take that bit of brunt damage quite handily. And the big squid is just simply going to stay back, pummel the poor old magnate until it, well, just starts bleeding. Wait, ships don't bleed.
Well, they might bleed oil or fuel.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Or even fuel. Oh, you already said that. Well, perhaps one of them had a flamer. Should have had a flamer, and well, set the
Well, the
fuel
random
ablaze.
push has actually 2 flamers.
Yeah, it's the ship that is on the side of the ship that was, well, getting a bit bleeding. The Pope popped, leaving the Randy Orton all alone to face against the full brunt of the red team. Yes, blue team has, despite having the better composure at times, especially thanks to the fact that they have a parachute. I'm not going to let you live this down, where am I? Yes, but still, blue team is not doing good. Red team, on the other hand, is doing quite good.
Yes. That wasn't really an effective Watcher.
Well, it's a desperate attempt to retaliate.
Yep. Certainly was.
The Randy Orton attempting to flee. Its balloon going down once again. Love Shack, for some reason, however, deciding to flee as well.
And now they're moving forward.
And the big squid is certainly a bit arrogant.
Sitting in front of both enemy ships.
Yeah, that's a bit of a... Well, luckily for them, the Pope didn't react in time as it loses its armor. And flags do not exist, apparently. The Randy popped again and broken again. Parachutes, though, safe.
Oh, but
Well, the parachute saves lives temporarily. It's still dying, just slowly.
Yeah, and the balloon is under constant lumbar pressure.
And so the Pope also gets broken. Both blue ships are just faltering. Yeah, that last-minute change maybe by red might have actually saved them quite efficiently. Blue, if you are offered a minute and you don't certainly seem sure about the situation, take it. It's there for a reason.
It certainly is.
Why can't I move outside the map edge? Can't get a good shot.
Pinned against the bottom of the map and the mountain.
Well, yeah, that's the sad life of losing too much altitude. A life that does not last long, but the big squid loses its balloon as well.
Too. And now they will fight a sit-down fight.
A Sitzkrieg. And the Sitzkrieg is won by Big Squid.
Yes. In the meantime, the Love Shack and...
Oh, I felt that. I felt that. Such a pain.
What?
The Pope tried to go up and the Love Shack was in the way. Oh, I feel the pain.
Now Big Squid joining in the fight too, and the Pope taking quite a beating.
They will not survive this, I think. Too much combined firepower.
And they are dead.
Legion of the Damned is certainly damned at this point, and the fancy meat computers process their way to near victory. Perhaps the flesh isn't weak. Cult Mechanicus may have been lying.
Well, it's just their fanciness.
Richard now has discovered that you can change the amount of damage dealt to a ship depending on if it's spotted or not. Interesting developments. Perhaps this might make a new update.
Who knows?
We
Back
shall
on
see.
topic though. Both red ships engaging the currently alone Randy Orton.
Not tech. Well, it kind of is alone. I'll agree on that much. But the Pope comes in for a little bit of a flank-de-flank. Both red ships are preoccupied at the moment. Big Squid loses balloon. Popped. Both red ships are just tunnel visioning against the Randy Orton. Well, if you're going
Yeah,
to
they are.
go do that, you might as well go the extra mile and start ramming them. But now it's too late. And this is a position that I think blue team is capitalizing upon. Red, you made a big mistake charging in like that. As the Pope is currently dealing with the big squid, and the big squid is no weight, but retaliates as the Love Shack is a bit... this is a mess. Red team, you have disappointed me. You were doing so good.
Yeah. Oh, big squid getting...
That was a big
yet again.
move. I now see blue team getting a 4-2.
And
The Love Shack simply just didn't decide to stop going. Well, both red ships made mistakes. The big squid decided to, well, charge in, not like the sniper ship should.
Love Shack getting broken once again.
And
Flags
goodbye.
going out.
And the Love Shack decided to not protect its ally from the annoying fish, which will eventually claim the life of the big squid. Eventually.
Since
Give or take
the
a
other
few
blue
minutes.
ship can join in now, it's rather likely.
It's 6 minutes left until the match ends, but I have a feeling the match will end before that.
Oh. Goldfish taking a shot for the big squid.
Oh, come on, go down, will you? We have an event to go through, and, well, your stubbornness to not go to the grave is annoying. It just wastes time. Just end it already.
Yeah.
Like that. That's how you end it.
Yeah. Getting squashed into the ground, and they are dead.
It is a miserable death, but at least it's over. Red team, get your laurels back and working. And, well, use your fancy meat computers.
To calculate the best course of action.
Then not to get some sort of strange error which makes you charge in blindsided and, well, fail completely and miserably. Big squid already spotted.
Yeah. How far is that? Oh, Randy Orton getting spotted too. Both teams are now aware of each other, while the Pope appears to be charging in.
Hey, Red, remember the last time you charged the enemy? Of course you do. Don't do that again. Ah, look at that.
Yes, they are now sticking together. Even though the laser gunner on the Love Shack needs to find his point.
Someone to hit. I feel despair. The legendary 5 words ring true. Stick close, aim for map. That is what you tell every single beginner of this game.
Yeah, always keep your MPS in mind.
Big squid now getting horribly attacked.
By both enemy ships.
The Love Shack is way out of position to support its ally. But the Randy Orton is suffering damage. And perma damage as well. Don't tell me they're going to get blindsided again and start deciding, oh, the Randy Orton is an easier target, and then not kill it. The Love Shack backing off? What are you doing? Now's the time to go forwards, not backwards, especially since your ally is about to die. Like that. Not the time to go backwards.
And
Legion of the Damned recovering because the enemy is not playing it smart. But the Randy Orton does take damage. Once again, just ram them.
Love Shack is certainly missing on the flag side.
Just ram them. Skip the flags. You're going to die. Make sure that the enemy dies first.
Pope successfully dropping the Love Shack, or both enemy ships successfully dropping the Love Shack. Big Squid now returns.
It seems the... Oh, why? What? Why?
Well, I don't
This
know.
is just confusing. Stop with the bloody conveyor belting. That was a completely stupid idea. For one, that
Love Shack
lumber...
now losing a lot of stuff.
For one, that's a long-range judgment. Why the heck would you spawn in the middle of the enemy? And two, your magnate pals was already suffering. And now look at that, you're suffering, Big Squid.
And they sat down.
Yes, for the last time.
Indeed. And now Red Team, who was in a favorable position before.
See? That's what you shouldn't do. That is what you utterly shouldn't do. Red Team would have had this in the bag. Instead, what the heck was that? Big blatant mistakes. By God.
And flags go out, and Blue Team wins!
Once again, Legion of the Damned now actually redeeming themselves. Actually, that was a complete comeback by Blue Team.
Yeah. Never really seen that, but good job.
Yeah, good job, Blue Team, but sadly, I'd say it was an easy comeback, seeing as how the Red Team just got over arrogance and, well, started making a ton of mistakes.
And that means
Next map.
next map.
Next map. It is Dunes number 3. Oh no, not that. That's actually a good map.
And that means that the Legion of the Damned just secured its second victory.
Yes, if they win one more, then it's over for the fancy meat computers.
And they only have the honor left to retaliate. Oh no, that was the wrong sentence, I believe. Doesn't matter.
Whatever the case. Whilst we are waiting for both teams to swap around, it is time for map votes. Oh, should turn this off first. The chat of this stream is certainly quiet.
Yeah, and oh wait, one reason could be that there are only 2 people watching. And one of them is me. Are you fine?
Ah, good grief. Choking on some water. Thank God. Thank God the bloody stream didn't hear that. Ah, God. Oh, God damn it. To be honest, can't drink normally.
Oh, please don't die on stream.
It's going to take a bit more than a bit of water to end my streak. Oh, no.
Don't underestimate the power of the water.
Oh, God damn it. Where's a waterbender when you need one? Oh, wait. The Fire Nation cleaned them all up. My mistake.
Too bad.
Right. Next time should not clean them all up. Ugh.
Well, but don't you have to purge the heretics?
Oh, wait. Yep. Sorry. For the Emperor and such. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh. No bolts, no problems. Yeah, one problem. I guess that was perfect timing once again. Hmm.
Right. Hopefully the two viewers watching did not listen to the catastrophic moment.
Well,
Ah,
the one. Because I'm one of the two viewers. And I don't count.
what? Seriously? Why am I even streaming this if nobody's bloody watching?
Well, if I play a Crucible, I tend to rewatch the stream afterwards on YouTube.
Yes, those usually get posted on YouTube. That is indeed
So
correct. Well,
it's
the
still
streams
it's still
exist for
very nice
that.
that you do these streams.
Yes, the streams and recordings exist for that, so you can analyze your mistakes. Ahem. And listen to me choke.
And listen to you and Bo. Uh, well, I don't know. Flaming on a certain Crusader maniac. Flame? I don't know.
I'm not a maniac, I'm a perfectly normal
I
human
said
being.
a certain Crusader maniac.
I'm that as well, in case you have forgotten.
Yeah, but since I said Bo on you, you can't be meant by that.
Finally. Time to enjoy something that isn't water.
Oh, actually, you have a point right there. I still have some snacks around. Alpha Sierra going for something that I can't pronounce.
What the heck is that?
I believe it's meant to be change, but
Chazyagnilgre.
seems Russian.
I have some understanding of Russian, and that is not even close.
Okay, apparently Alpha Sierra going for Stormbreaker. Where am I going back to is Junker, Ultimates, no flying a fish, and Moshella
Two
keeping the fish.
goldfishes. Well, once they start fishing, it's going to be over.
And yeah, okay, they are going for the fish duo with one being Watcher and the other being Blender. H. What? Oh, they
Just
messed it up.
Chatteridge. What the heck?
Well, I guess, welcome to Lobbies of Icarus.
Well, everyone has to entertain themselves somehow.
They certainly are. At least stuff like this is better than certain conversations I've seen.
Well, yes, of course. Of course. Why does it have to stop at E? What did I type? What's going on?
I don't know.
What is with the
But I guess where am I reacted to the line by Dillstar?
Alright, if they have problems, they can just speak up.
Okay then. Oh, actually.
No,
Sure,
no,
I'm
I
putting
don't
out
want the
bucket
noise.
list.
Stop the noise.
Yeah. May say. Oh, okay. I may not say something in lobby.
I'm the streamer here. Now ready up.
There can be only one, and the one is the one and only Zenok.
Right, I'm tired of this. You lot are lazy.
And that's the fate of all players who don't want to play.
That is the fate of what happens when you don't ready up in time.
Okay, time for ship callouts once again.
No, not yet. I still have to boot up the timer, and now it is ship callouts. Ship
Sorry.
number 1 is the Home, piloted by Artemis. It is Squatcherfish with right Gatling, left Carronade, and Carronade. Ship number 2, the Bucket List, piloted by Mosen. It is Junker with front Banshee. On the left side, Carronade Banshee, and the right side, Banshee Gat. This reminds me of one of my old troll builds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The 3 is the Dancing Together, piloted by Alpha Sierra, with a Gatling and an Artemis on top, and the flag gun on the side. Ship number 4 is the What Are Frogs, piloted by Where Am I, with a front Gatling, Gat flag on one side, and Artemis on the other side.
2 Junkers. Well, finally, the match without magnates. It has happened.
And the Home and the What Are Frogs.
Home is armor broken. Oh, that's a drift sail. That's a drift sail.
That's a drift sail?
Yes.
Indeed, that's a drift sail. Holy shit.
Nice to see some drifting, but that's an armor break again. Just a tangled mess at this point. Bucket list now. Oh, the dancing together, almost armor broken. Oh, that's a boop. What are frogs boop the dancing together?
Bucket list also lost some engines, dancing together broken.
Is that a junker mating session?
If yes, I don't want to see that on stream.
it's seriously a bloody junker mating session.
Dancing together, losing a lot of components.
And the bucket list losing it. Armor and a bit of karma.
No flags go out. Or at least not very effective.
What are frogs used Gatling spam?
Retreating.
It's not very effective against perma. The dancing together a bit overshoots on its hydrogen.
Yeah. And bucket list going in for the What Are Frogs.
The dancing together
Time
trying
for the
to
mating
get
season round 2.
Yes, except the mating season as a result with the What Are Frogs losing, it's
Perma almost dying.
Yeah. I however think it's going to be goodbye.
And now the bucket list and the Home can just go ham on the dancing together.
Go ham, yes. They can go ham on the meat.
Oh, is it actually like that?
Yeah, it's against the fancy...
Oh yeah, it is.
It is against the fancy meat computers. So they just went ham on the meat.
Yay!
The Legion of the Damned, once again, proving themselves superior.
And taking the lead in this first engagement. Or should I rather say chaos?
Chaos. That's heresy.
Okay, when you don't like the word heresy, I may say unorganized mess.
I in fact like the word heresy.
Are you Commissar Zenok?
No, I'm not a bloody commissar. I don't have the red hat.
Okay, time for round 2
Yes,
Wait.
round
of
2.
the engagement.
Well,
Wait, actually,
engagement number 2 is the dancing together is
both
sitting on a
pilots
couple
on
of...
the red team having drift sail.
Oh! Drift madness is the dancing...
Dancing together, getting broken.
Yeah,
And
red team is
almost.
brutally effective today.
Indeed, they are.
Well, for this match. Oh.
And dancing together, almost dead.
The water frogs actually accidentally saves its ally.
Yeah.
But
Well
that's
done,
literal
Turbot.
pixel perma.
Mm.
That is
They've
literal.
set themselves up for a get kill.
Yes. Although, yesterday I got a... no, not me. One of my crew members got a harpoon kill.
Ooh.
A harpoon against perma kill.
And the Dutch together is dead now, while the water frogs appears to be kind of stuck in
What
the
are ribs?
environment.
Oh god
They are
damn it,
dead.
that felt painful.
Death by terrain, it appears.
It's extremely effective.
Yeah. Well, everybody underestimates the terrain.
Well, we all are saying that the terrain is the real MVP of Guns of Icarus. Also, Legion of the Damned is in an impressive lead of 4-0, but then again, last time there was an impressive lead, the other team managed to rotate back and win. However, I have the slight feeling that red team will still win.
Well, I guess we're about to find out since spots go out. And both teams are now moving
I
more or
have
less
good
towards
news.
each other.
We have now doubled our viewership count to 4.
Ooh. That's a success.
I guess everyone's interested in listening to me choke. An old joke. Also, that's some drift. That's some
Ooh.
drift. A bit overshot, but still drift.
That looked really nice. Wasn't really effective though, since he found
I
himself
sadly don't use a lot of drift sail because, well, double impact damage doesn't really sit well with me.
and ramming ships.
Yes. The bucket list once again showing supremacy against the water frogs.
With Water Frogs losing its balloon.
Again. Well, that's what Carronade's Banshees do.
And now getting squashed into the ground.
Well, that's another mating session, I think. And the end
Well,
result...
this seems rather
one-sided. Oh no, that was a serious mating moment.
And the Legion of the Damned. Is it the Legion of the
Actually...
Damned?
Yes, Legion
Yes,
of the
they are.
Damned has
Takes
won.
the third win.
They've
And
won the
is-
Crucible already.
In the, yeah. So congratulations to Legion of the Damned for winning this Crucible.
Yes. Now we take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Once the match is, of course, over. In the meantime, gather your drinks. We still have 2 more matches to go. Can the Legion of the Damned finally start faltering?
Or
I
can
don't
the
know.
fancy meat, or rather, can the fancy meat computers gather enough computing power?
Computing power,
Yeah, German accent.
of course. They really should fix their Error 404.
Yes, they should. And now Artemit's calling for a break that will be granted anyways. As the engineering union demand.
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, we shall be just simply enjoying the scenery. Go grab some drinks, visit the bathroom if you have to, and, well, the nearest waterbender site. For me. Maybe even a doctor.
Actually, I'm gonna be right back.
And so am I.
I'm back. I hope I'm not talking too much.
It is fine.
What's going on over here? Overwatch is going on. Okay. Hmm. Well, you won't hear too much off-topic talk, don't worry.
And the break is coming to a soon close, as there's half a minute left. Everyone get back in your seats. It's time for another match of Crucible. It is match number 4 of 5 already.
Oh fuck, where did I just leave my 1-4? Oh, there. Yeah.
The break is over. It is now time for the continuation of the event.
Okay, back to business.
Yes, indeed. Now we shall change over to the next Dunes map. The randomizer seems to have taken too much to the desert theme.
Yeah.
Alpha, yes, alright. Thank you. Now, vote on the maps. A distinct noticeable tendency to pick desert maps, it seems, for the randomizer, the pack thing.
At least it's not Dunes.
Yes, at least it's not Dunes. In fact, I have to wonder. No, the last map is at least the complete opposite of what is going on.
Well, you could call it a snow desert.
The last map is the Kingdom of the Snowmen.
The Anglian Homestead. Is it even Homestead or is it just a province? It's the Homestead, okay. And blue team is voting for Periton. Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
environmental destruction. Yes, the terrain will get more points. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All hail the terrain. Sacrifices have to be made.
Worthy sacrifices.
Of course.
Paraton it is. As we change over to Paraton.
Then it's time to rumble.
Yes, Where in the bloody world is Paraton? I can't find it on the list. Cursed lists.
Aren't they in
finally.
alphabetical order?
I think it's by age, but it's still a mess. Well, mods options, it's certainly a messy place.
Yeah, please to any developers hearing this, please clean up your stuff. Mods are also people.
I'm not a mod, I'm a referee.
Sorry, referees are also people.
Well, referees, mods, and devs are also people.
Oh, a Crusader.
Yeah. Oh,
Even a left-handed meta Crusader.
perhaps someone
sorry,
is
it's
willing
right.
to...
Sorry, it's right-handed. It's right-handed. It's not left-handed.
Maybe someone wants to repeat what I've done on this map. Oh, wait a moment. Wasn't I supposed to... Oh, yes. Let me check the thingamabob. Yeah, start the final stage. What are you doing, you stupid thing?
What is the challenge not behaving?
Ah, it is, not complying.
How dare it?
Well, at least it's now complying. Ah, God dang it, no. The stream saw that, and no one else.
Okay, so we currently have bucket list and fire extinguisher against Dance Together.
What an apt name. Well, technically, if you destroy a ship, you also put out its fire.
Yeah. Or you just break everything. That does the trick too.
Well, after all, you can't really set something on fire if it doesn't exist.
That would be rather difficult. Oh. Also, dance. Oh, yeah, dancing together and. Oh no, they've changed.
They've changed. Metamidian.
Meta? Oh,
Wait, that sides are swapped. Yes, good, good, good.
and now we can also see the same loadouts but on different ships.
Changely. At least that one was on purpose. No other changes, though. Wonky changes, that is. It is almost time for match 4 to begin. Legion of the Damned, of course, already has won.
Now it's just time for the fancy meat computers to regain their honor by winning their last 2 matches. Let's see if they can make it.
I've actually had a tiny bit of a comeback myself. First 3 matches were lost, but the last 2 were won. Simply because my captain stopped telling me, my co-captain stopped telling me what to do.
I've seen it once that one of the enemy captains just stopped caring and flew what he wanted, and suddenly they won.
Yes. I think we may be thinking of the same match.
And the same man.
Yes.
now we're off to match 4. After the short loading break.
A short loading break.
Well, hopefully short.
Yes, hopefully. I hear engine noises. Someone's already moving.
Yes.
Yes, we are on, and it is time for ship callout. Ship number 1 is advancing together, piloted by Sierra. It is Metamidian, with a side carronade and flare. For those of you that don't know, a Metamidian is a Pyramidian with a front Gatling and mortar. Ship number 2 is the Minty Breeze, piloted by Where Am I, adhering to the traditions of the brighter the color, the more invisible the ship, with a front double Gatling, mid-deck double flak, and the back carronade watcher. Seems someone is a bit mad that some flaks are not working.
Ship number 3 is the Fire Extinguisher, piloted by Artemis, with double Gat on top, double flag in the mid, and double Watcher in the front. Ship number 4 is the Bucket List, piloted by Moshene, with Banshee in the front, Gat Banshee on one side, and Banshee Carrier on the other side.
It's the same junker from last time, but the Minty Breeze already suffering. That's not how you ram, though. Fire Extinguisher, that's not how you ram. You also would like a carronade for the ramming, but, well, it's the life.
And no flags going out, even though there were a lot of...
Oh, the Fire Extinguisher armor broken. Yes, the Minty Breeze, however, it has 2 flags, none of them are shooting.
Well, technically the Magnet and the Crusader have basically the same loadout. It's just different ships.
No, the Magnate has a carronade.
Yeah, the Crusader had a carronade first too.
First, but now it doesn't. And the Fire Extinguisher is now extinguished. First kill for it.
But then together also tanking a lot of fire, but will likely survive, it appears.
Well, the Banshees missed horribly, so yes.
Now, Bucket List being in a
No
really
flags
bad
again.
spot.
Watcher at least goes in. Someone's sleeping. Oh, they woke up. A bit too late,
But
though.
they were too late.
I think
Anyways,
that thing
Bucket
got
List is
skewered.
dead.
I think it poked on the cathedral.
It might have. Let me just take a look at the stream. I will confirm later.
It's going to take a minute.
Okay, Fire Extinguisher response.
Red team already charging in the vague direction of the respawned Crusader.
At least half of Red Team.
Yes, half of red team. No, a quarter of red team, since that's half a ship flying over there. Both red team ships on half perma. Give or take a few percent. The bucket list has been spotted. The fire extinguisher has been not. Oh, a pause. No. Paused.
I do believe the bucket list
It's fine.
didn't get stuck on the Crewcible.
Well, 2-minute pause it is.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. You, Minty Breeze and
The fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher.
No spotting allowed in pauses, if I'm informed correctly. Fire extinguisher seeing both enemy ships. And no you going on in the chat.
Rhino Iota seems to be completely missing.
Yeah, he's gone.
Vanished. Oh, he's even gone out of Discord. Oof.
That's unfortunate.
I saw that, Minty. It is now time to continue.
Unfortunately,
And
AZX
for the bloody future, if any of you decide to spot in the next bloody time I decide to pause, I'm immediately calling off the pause. Period. Or even deciding to move. For seriously. I'm polite enough to give you that
bucket list
pause.
now. Oh wait, 9 Iota is back, barely in time.
Barely. And the action already goes underway. And to all of you, apparently you lot don't care about me being, well, polite. I guess I'll have to change my stance in that case.
Okay, dancing together, taking a lot of fire.
It's a goodbye
Flags.
to dancing together.
Yeah.
It danced, it's probably not the last dance of today. And Minty Breeze
Trying to
taking
get a ram,
on.
good ram on the Crusader.
No, it's not a good ram. They had no effect.
Trying, but they failed.
Do or do not, there's no try. And they should ram now, but they failed completely.
Yes.
Miserable.
And with that, blue team has
Legion of the Damned has equalized the score
yeah,
currently.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, red team is back in business.
Oh, it is indeed.
If both teams keep moving like that, they will meet each other.
But that's already a spot on the bucket list. Red team is perfectly aware of where red team. Red team is aware of. Well, of course, red team is aware of where red team is going.
If not, that would be something very wrong.
Not really very wrong, but just a healthy case of insanity.
Okay, flags go out, but
All shots on the fire extinguisher. I think red team wants to down them quickly. Will it work though? Maybe.
bucket list getting popped.
The fire extinguisher charges like a maniac. And charges a bit too far. I think the flak gunner has finally woken up. And the Minty Breeze suffers. And so's the fire extinguisher, but that's not how you ram. It's not completely how you ram. The fire extinguisher does good work, but also eats a couple of shots and oh, goodbye. We hardly knew ye. The Minty Breeze has no engines.
And no balloon, but he still has his parachute.
I think it's getting skewered. Oh, it is getting skewered. That's the cathedral for ya. Sharp shanks.
Now
Bucket
bucket
list.
list and dancing together engaging each other.
I wouldn't really call that an engagement. I would call that more of a one-sided slaughter. Well, slaughters are always one-sided, to be honest.
Would be surprising if
Yep.
it wasn't.
Mortars, mortars, mortars! Not enough to finish off the bucket list.
Minty Breeze being broken.
Dancing together eats a watch at the back. Loses 2 engines. Now they decide to, well, what is that? Are they trying to ram? Horrible mistake, and Minty Breeze is about to go down. Dancing together is as well. Blue team has a handle on the situation, it seems. Oh, but the magnate
no
switches to the
flags
bucket
now.
list. And the bucket list still survives.
Minty Breeze now going down. And Dance Together suddenly finding itself in a really bad position.
Again. Legion of the Damned once again in the lead. And that's a pixel perma.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, bucket list. You survived thus far. However, now might be a good time to, I don't know, hug the terrain a bit. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. And it looks like they are doing exactly that. With Moshannon just going straight into the nearest skyscraper.
Well, they have to do it fast, or otherwise Red's just going to capitalize on it and it's going to be match over.
And I don't think they did it fast enough. Red team got credit for the kill,
Yes.
as usual.
No, wait, the Harsh World got credited.
Yeah, because
He got Harsh Worlded. Well, yeah.
Red team got a kill.
Point. Kill is for
Yeah.
the terrain. The MVP of Guns of Icarus. Red only just got the point because they shot at the ship. No other reason. This could be the last. This most likely will be the last engagement of this match, as it is 4-4. Both sides evenly matched. Now can finally the Legion of the Damned not win one match, and the fancy meat computers actually win a match. We'll see that in the next few minutes. In the meantime, focus on the advertising.
Sign up for Crucible.
Yes, but not only that. Vote for my voice pack. I want it to sound like a steampunk marine. Vote on my sound pack. Voice pack. And you shall become one with the Emperor.
Also, show up tomorrow again when it's time for SCS.
Yes, indeed. SCS starts 1 hour. Wait a minute.
1 hour after Crucible.
Yes, but I actually have to clarify that.
So, 7 p.m. UTC.
Yeah, there was actually a discussion going on about changing the
Oh yeah.
timing of Crucible. SCS, you heard nothing from me. Crucible's not changing its time, no. We're still going to remain at 6 p.m. UTC. No. The bucket
yeah,
list getting shot by 3 Gatlings. A bit excessive, no?
You know, overkill is the best kill.
Of course.
Minty Breeze now also getting focused by a lot of fire. And fire
Dancing.
extinguisher getting broken.
Now it's the first ship to go down. It could be anyone's game at this point.
Dance Together being broken too and getting some banshees up their ass.
Oh. Nobody wants that, and goodbye, dancing together. It is Legion of the Damned again.
Taking their 4th victory in this Crucible,
Indeed.
thus securing valuable points for the leaderboard.
Yes, indeed. That team's going to have some good odds of getting the good loot. Including, but not limited to, titles. A Crucible prize.
Yes, even one
Dies.
of the titles visible in this very lobby.
Which one? The Crusader
The
paint?
balance breaker on 9 Iota.
Oh. Did not notice that.
He won last Crucible season? I'm not really up to date with that.
It is time for the last match. And also for rewards. This is also important. First place gets Balance Breaker, leader of the Crewed and Crewed, as well as a Crucible prize, as well as the ability to make a die if you communicate with Richard. Second place gets a little bit of a leader of the Crewed, as well as an additional prize of either a decal or 3 dies of one's choice. And lastly, third place, well, not last but not least, and also not really the last either. Third place gets leader of the Crewed, and, well, 2 dies to choose. Then, every person in the top 8 places of the the top 8 people of the leaderboard get leader of the Crewed, and everyone else as a participation prize gets Crewed. All clear? Can be a bit confusing.
Just, yeah, okay, yeah.
It seems that the blue team votes for this map. I can't blame them.
And on this map you have both city fighting and long range, if you really want to.
Indeed. And time's up.
So, Kinfold it is.
And
shouldn't they swap back too?
Oh. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Oh, fuck. Come on. Old joke at this point. Legion of the Damned cannot be stopped, it seems. Despite it seems that they have focused their time and efforts instead of making a name for themselves, but instead to create the perfect strategy with which to defeat them. What challenge?
Challenge.
Is that a change except challenge? I think Alpha has caught on to the fact that we've been ranting on about misspellings of the word change. Perhaps he is the one of 4 viewers of this stream. Well, those are certainly strong words from a pilot of the losing team.
What?
That is not for you, but that is for Sierra.
Oh.
a strong word of challenge. Also, I'm typing this out. But yes, that's certainly a strong word. Especially since they are faltering at this point. The fancy beat computers actually proving that the flesh is weak. Apparently, the teachings of the machine cult are correct. The flesh is weak.
Or they just lost the machine spirit.
Now they don't have a verified engine seer on their team. The crew aren't confirmed with the cult mechanicus. That or maybe they ran out of Vincent's burners and essential oils. Who knows?
I thought you wanted to play Byron. Well, that's unfortunate.
The Crucible is the place to learn.
Yeah, indeed.
All you need is some bravery. Especially since you've already lost the first 4 or 5 matches. It's time to fly something different. I mean, like, seriously. What better time? You're not going to get a better time of testing new ships than now.
Ooh, well, oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, if they say no, if they... Yeah, nope.
I just took a look at them in debris. That's interesting too.
It seems that I have to perform the glorious thing.
How dare you!
By the holy power of the Inquisition vested within me, I declare match start.
No one expect the force start.
Wrong Inquisition. I'm talking about the Inquisition that blows planets up.
Okay. Well, yeah.
The real Inquisition. The Imperial Inquisition. Also,
Bum, bum, bum.
ship number 1 is the Fire Extinguisher, piloted by Artemis. It is... That's a double Nemesis Crusader with mid-deck Banshees and top-deck Gatlings. Ship number 2, the Bucket List, of course, piloted by Mosen. It is the usual... For him, usual... Front Banshee, side Gatling, side Carronade, side Banshee.
Ship number 3 is the Dance Together, piloted by Alpha Sierra, again a Metamillion with top Gatling and mortar and Caro and Flagger on the side. Ship number 4
That's
is
a
the
flak? I think that's a flare.
I said flare.
No, I heard flak. I definitely
Yeah,
heard flak.
Ship number 4 is the Minty Breeze, piloted by Where Am I? With Gert Hades in front, double Artemis on top deck, and Caro and another Caro in the back.
Double Carol in the back. A strange loadout choice, especially since the enemy has a Crusader. Good luck popping that thing. As well, they have no anti-hull weapons on that thing. Apart from the Artemai, of course, but... Since when have Artemai been killing weapons against hull?
Yeah, just read them up.
And the dancing together is going to have to be the killing power for blue team. In other words, I think Legion of the Damned is going to win the 5th match as well.
Well, I guess we are about to find out. Well, but not currently, since they are playing your favorite game.
No, red team is... What the heck are they doing?
I don't know. Maybe one of them is hungry. might be going in the right direction now.
I hope so. Well, somewhat. Yes, somewhat.
Oh, fire extinguisher getting spotted.
Oh. A new predicament and development. Wait, that's a brightly colored ship. That's not fair. Blue team is hacking.
Yeah, they found the invisible ship.
That's hacking. That's cheating.
Maybe it's not bright enough.
Yes, it's
Double Atomine now.
dark. It's not bright enough. It's not
Getting,
vibrant enough.
Yeah.
More of a mid-range skirmish right now.
Fire extinguisher getting broken in the process, but no real damage.
Well,
being
that's what
dealt.
happens when you don't bring flax.
They have less smog on the mortar though.
Oh, that's a bit of a... Oof.
Oof. Well, especially again, at least against Crusaders, Double Artemis can do with some actual damage to the hull.
Yes, yes indeed.
There isn't much of it.
First kill for red.
Oh,
Almost.
now
Is that going to be a ram
Crusaders
kill?
pretty
That's
dead.
the no. You disappoint me.
But yeah, first kill for blue.
Wrong team. Wrong color. Perhaps I'm colorblind. Who knows? Perhaps the vibrant colors I've been seeing aren't actually vibrant colors.
I can assure you that the Borealum is vibrant.
Alright, thank you.
Don't worry.
The bucket list. Now hoping to escape.
By hiding behind this chimney?
Chimney is something that you put in your
Okay.
house.
I don't
I'd
know.
call that a smokestack. The bucket list is dying ever so slightly.
Yeah, with the balloon almost burning down.
And the
And down
fire
being
extinguisher
broken.
charging in to save its ally, and it's not. Oh, that's
And
a
I
bump.
don't- And Alpha Sarah just missed his presumable ram
Disappointing.
and bounced.
Shameful
off the building.
display.
Well, at least the Minty Breeze got the bucket list.
And this is what we call a conveyor belt. In other words, don't help your ally if he's alone. Either he'll make it to you, in which case continue on fighting.
Or he's dead.
Yes.
Fire extinguisher now trying to make a run into the relative safety of that pipe.
Well, yes, it's relatively safe for a short period of time. But sadly, the Minty Breeze is already there. What's stronger, a Minty Breeze or a fire extinguisher? We're about to find out.
I guess my money is on the Minty Breeze disengagement, especially since the Dancing Together is coming up behind the
Yeah,
fire
a Minty
extinguisher.
Breeze is more useful. Minty Breeze is
And now
actually...
going in for the ram. But it
Failure!
wasn't a kill.
Complete and utter
What?
failure! Shameful display
What
again!
was that?
Pathetic! I've seen
And nobody
grandmas
reacted
do
in the
better
end.
rams.
What was that?
What?
That wasn't a ram. Okay, back to topic.
See, the bucket list knows how to ram. No, not really.
No, not really.
Disregard maybe it has... That was pathetic. And the Minty Breeze also doesn't know how to ram. Disappointing.
Now, Dancing Together getting his mortars on the bucket list.
Utterly shameful display. But hey, blue team's
And
winning.
Yeah, it is. The fancy meat computers are now in the
Finally.
lead by 0 to 4. 4-0 in their favor.
Maybe they're setting up for another little thing of a comeback for red team.
Or they get their stuff together And don't blindly target down one ship, ignoring the other.
Well, it can work if you can drop the enemy ship fast enough, and typically a Crusader can be dropped quickly.
Yeah.
But a crazy Crusader can drop you faster than you can blink.
Yeah, as a Crusader, you usually don't want to sit in a double focus.
You in fact want to be the one double focusing, not the one getting double focused.
Yes!
Oh, look at that. Both teams are now going in a circle.
At least they are going around the circle in different ways. So they
Yes.
might meet up at the end.
Hopefully at E4 or F4
Or F5.
or E3.
Even though F5 would be quite unusual.
Well, they most likely won't meet up at E3 because I heard it was cancelled this year.
Hold up. Unfortunately, I don't get your joke.
E3, the
Gaming
Expo, Gaming Expo.
Okay.
Electronic Entertainment Expo. I finally remembered what E3 stood for.
Well, Red Team now apparently walking down the pipe.
Flying down the pipe, unless you've seen these ships grow legs.
I mean, the Crusader already has wheels.
Wheels?
So you could also ride the pipe.
Wheels? Where wheels? Where do you see wheels?
But underneath the ship, in the front
The
part.
rotating wheels? Well, they don't go below enough. They can't be used as the regular road wheels we know and love.
Maybe they are extendable. Downwards.
Have you seen an extendable wheel on that thing? Have you seen it extend
And
once?
bucket list getting stuck against the ceiling behind them.
Oof.
Oh, now they found the way.
They finally realized that they were too tall. Blue team is now closing in, and I hear flares going live.
Not lethal though. Ara's not doing her job.
I think that's actually Ira firing the flares.
Still, usually she hits components.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I do understand she has a bit of necessities to keep the ship alive and such. Especially since, well, blue team has been losing up to, well, not the blue team per se, but the fancy beat computers have been losing. But yes, this goes to show the flesh is weak.
Now bucket list now taking all the fire from red team.
And
blue
then
team.
dancing together, almost broken. Both red ships are unspotted now, so...
Well, blue team finally realized that there is a Crusader hanging around too.
You mean Junker, and that's a big boop.
Now bucket list taking all the fire again.
Oh, it's
You
their
believe that
job.
was the flare?
Do you want that Crusader to get hit or the Junker? The Junker can actually take it. Currently in this exchange of firepower, red is winning. No, blue is winning. Excuse me. Once again, am I colorblind? Perhaps I see those colors as opposite.
Might be confusing that team 2 is on red and team 1 is on blue.
Yes, that as well, but we have to live with it. 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Give or take a few. I certainly hope that both teams don't decide to just sit around and do whatever this is. Oh, and the bucket list boops. That is a painful boop. I felt it. Oh, and I felt it again.
And now
It
they
keeps-
will likely... Yep,
And they boop.
around the building.
They're stuck between the thingamabobs. Oh, this reminds me of the place where my gunner harpooned a shrike in the Crucible and pulled it into a pipe.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ancient.
Ah.
And gloriously lovely.
Ah.
Both sides are playing this extremely passively. And blue team, if you don't get the last kill, you don't get the extra point as well. For context, if you don't win by the time the match timer ends, you don't get the bonus point for the leaderboard for winning, and the fire extinguisher takes a bit of damage.
Broken, but flying behind cover. So no extra perma damage dealt.
It's just a game of peekaboo at this point.
Oh, bucket list.
And
once
red
again,
team is losing.
bouncing off the building.
Yeah, it's not a good place for them to be. I mean, like, seriously, it's a peekaboo game, and blue is winning.
Oh, Minty Breeze appears to be a bit stuck down there.
Nah, they're just getting reoriented. The winds have changed.
And they're constantly popped. More or less. Oh, getting broken.
But
Some shots
no,
do
ow,
land.
that's the terrain. You
again,
do have
no
to
real
watch where you're
damage
going,
dealt.
or else that happens. A deadly game of peekaboo. Oh, Jesus Christ, end this. Can one of you please go charging in like a madman and win the game? All it takes is a little bit of moonshine, some Gatling, a bit of pointy nose ramming. Oh, look at that. They're actually doing what I said. Perhaps they're listening in on this Vox line.
Well,
I certainly hope not.
but that reaction was too fast.
And the
For them
bucket
to
list.
actually hear us.
Oops. Painful. I feel the pain.
Oh, is it now a race between the Minty Breeze and the Dance together? Who can kill their opponent faster?
Oh, that's oh,
And bucket list getting
painful.
stuck. Oh no, actually not getting stuck.
It still got stuck and lost like 60% of its perma, and the dancing together
that.
steals it. Look at that. Look at that. The fancy mute computers actually win. Now, if Challenge says that the Legion of the Damned have lost, I'm going to be mad. Legion of the Damned. Why Legion of the Lost? Yeah, that is confirmed. Ending the tournament. Yes, thank you all for joining in. This has been
Thank you for reffing once again.
thank you for coming in to co-cast with me. And also, yes, the game thing. Challenge thinks that the fancy meat computers have won, yet in reality, the Legion of the Damned have won. Congratulations, Legion of the Damned. You have redeemed yourselves. And remember to sign up for next week. Until then, take care. And see you all around for the next event.
Bye.